Hello, everyone. Welcome to this series of project discussions where we talk about interesting projects which we accomplish for the customers. And this project we have done for one of the pharma companies that was, they had a specific ask. Supervisors in this particular pharma company were manually monitoring whether the employees who are working are compliant or non-compliant with respect to PPE, personal protection equipment, such as are people wearing gloves, are they wearing mask, are they wearing face shield, are they using coverall to cover their entire body, are they using goggles, etc. These are very much needed when you are dealing with certain chemicals, okay, and those chemicals might be extremely harmful. Alongside that, in this particular project that we have done, we have also looked at the poses of different people. When I say poses, if you raise your arm, if you put hand on the face, sometimes you might not have face mask. And if you touch a chemical and then touch your face, it might harm you. And then climbing the ladder, bending. If you bend abruptly, you might hit your head against some equipment or some substance, which might adversely impact your health or the people surrounding you. Their safety also might be at stake. Hand stretch, so on and so forth. All these have to be monitored because there are a lot of ISO standards, international standards, like you have ISO 45001, that is one standard. We have OSHA standards, Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Then we have WHO GMP. Then we have Factories Act India 1948. All these require you to pay additional attention towards the safety of your employees and the other fellow workers. As opposed to someone manually monitoring all these things, since we are living in the world of AI, we have applied artificial intelligence, or we have rather applied machine learning techniques to build an AI solution which does all of these things automatically. Let's have a quick demonstration of this. And whenever we do projects of this nature, we deploy the projects on the cloud. And since we have contract with AWS, we prefer that. Sometimes customers ask us to deploy the solution on Microsoft Azure or GCP. And almost all the cloud platforms are alike, so we do it. So let's share the details pertaining to the deployment. So this is a UI with respect to healthcare safety monitoring system, where you can either connect directly to the CCTV, that's webcam ideally, and you have video file. You can download the video file of a CCTV and then upload it here. So let's browse and give one of the files as an input. Once we give a file as an input, you have an option to select whether you want to see the monitoring of all these activities on a small screen or a medium or a large screen. And if you see the URL, it says dev.work safety, monitoring system.aispry.com. So that's deployed on AiSPRY. So let's just click on start processing and we will show you what happens when we click on start processing. There we go. The entire screen has come up. And this video is something that we have picked up from internet because of client sensitivity pertaining to the data. We just try to pick up something which is open source, publicly available, right? So if you look at the video and the table underneath that, for each and every person, alongside the timestamp, it is monitoring the different poses and the different actions being taken. And these are also getting recorded in the backend database. Once this entire video is done, we would be showing you certain things which get recorded in the backend database. And then supervisor can also have a look at the dashboard, which will give a few more details pertaining to this workplace safety. Climbing the ladder kind of a scenario, because people often ask this question on, hey, climbing ladder, Do they really climb ladder within a pharma company? Yeah, sure they do, right? In certain cases, of course, you have to raise your hands. In certain cases, of course, you have to sit down and pick up if you drop something, but you have to sit straight by folding your legs and then get up, as opposed to bending and taking it. So all these things are monitored. All these activities should be performed in a very controlled fashion, and there is a specific, way or protocol that has to be followed before you take a specific action. So all those things are getting displayed here. So once you're done, you can click on stop processing, and it will stop the processing, and the data would be there on the backend system. You might want to just click on dashboard, and you can click and select the video that you have just processed. And once you complete that, you would be able to see the results on the screen on whether people were compliant or non-compliant, what are the reasons why they weren't compliant, what were the for how much amount of time were people not compliant, right? All these details would appear, and you can figure out who is the person at what timestamp, what kind of deviation or non-compliance activity did they perform. This gives an opportunity to the supervisor to actually counsel that person and give additional training to that individual so that such lapses are not observed in the future. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good understanding of this particular project. Thank you.